This is Paul Turner, the Immigration Barrister at Imperium Chambers. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and hit the notification button to keep up to date with all immigration news. The Priti Patel has announced the second part of the overhaul of the immigration rules or immigration system. Is this a waste of time or a set of bold new moves? Well, we'll talk about that now. It could be seen that the Home Office is just wasting everybody's time with the planned changes to the immigration rules. They're a mess anyway. But it is vital that if you are thinking of staying in the United Kingdom or applying for the United Kingdom, that you are aware of the proposed changes. If not, you could be refused unnecessarily. Therefore, if you have any immigration query about your status in respect to these new proposals or the rules as they currently stand, then please get in touch with me and we can arrange to discuss the options available to you. Today in particular, I'm going to be looking at what Priti Patel's Home Office have been doing over the last few days. In essence, wasting everybody's time with announcing plans that they have already announced several times over, all while failing to deal with the real issues such as the crying need for an amnesty, which you can find out more about in my other videos, and we're waiting for a parliamentary time for that to be debated. But coming back to today, the Home Office published what they call a new plan for immigration strategy. The key takeaways are some meddling with business visas and a plan to digitise everything that they can get their hands on. The Home Office have basically made several announcements, which, as I say, are repeats of what they've said before, such as introducing digital visas instead of stamps in the passport and bringing in a digital system for people who are travelling to the United Kingdom who don't need a visa, like the American ESTA scheme, for example. The Home Office seem to be fond at the moment of announcing all these things as if they are some sort of shiny and new improvement, when in reality they've been discussing about them for months, if not years beforehand, but haven't actually implemented them. What is more concerning is that the Home Office seem to be getting involved with business visas and meddling with them. When the Home Office say that, they like to say that they are simplifying the rules. What we know in practice is that this means that a new appendix will be added to the rules, or many of them, giving everyone yet another place to go and look for the applicable criteria, which in all likelihood will be more complicated and more difficult to actually meet. Anyway, I thought it would be helpful to give a summary of the new measures and the plans that are supposed to come in over the next year or so. Graduates. A new graduate route is to be launched this summer, giving students the opportunity to stay and work after they graduate. I've touched upon that. That's not new. It's 2 years for graduates and 3 years for people that have done a PhD. Global talent. They're looking at bringing in new pathways, whatever that means, for people that have got prestigious awards or prizes. Unsponsored migrants. Now, this is really important. This is bringing a new points-based route for those with skills the labour market needs, and with job offers, which really is a fantastic thing if it ever happens, because there's a lot of jobs that go vacant. International sports person and temporary worker visa and global mobility. Sounds like a mouthful, and probably is, and doesn't really mean much at all for many people. So in summary, rather than focusing on the real issues, such as an amnesty or reforming the immigration or asylum system, the Home Office decided to go and tinker around with the edges. The key takeaway from this is that the rules will be, in the Home Office's words, simplified and digitised, which in reality means made more complicated, yet more appendices and more rules for people to meet, and then it will be digitalised. And given that the Home Office's previous attempts to digitalise everything and get rid of a paper system back in 1999, that wasn't exactly a great success. So if experience is anything to go by, what this means is that there's going to be a new set of rules to navigate. And then having navigated them, then there'll probably be a completely new set of documents that you're needed to provide. It's clear that whatever changes come in, if and when they do come in, that they will need to, any applicant is going to need to study them carefully and be aware of them. This video is really to trail that the government is intending to change the system or amend it. And to put people on notice that if they don't want to be caught out, they need to either seek advice now, if they're thinking of regularising their status, and do it before any changes, or keep in touch with my videos, or keep in touch with the news, so that if the changes come into effect, that they are aware of them and that they're not caught out. There's nothing worse than someone that has a perfectly good application. They meet all the requirements. When they come to me, they've got all the evidence, but their previous representatives were ignorant of the new law and didn't submit all the documents, which usually leads to an automatic refusal as opposed to a sensible asking for the documents. So in short, a load of puff, which may translate into significant changes, but we shall have to see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a good day. Please stay safe. This is Paul Town in the Immigration Barrister to Imperium Chambers.